Alright guys, this video and maybe a few more, it's going to be on Bowser. It's going to finally get some love that it's needed. There it is right down here. So let's get started. So I'm gonna save you a few details here, or not details, but everybody knows how to take off a hood. Everybody knows how to take off the motor. So I will do those. I'm gonna take this motor and we'll put it up here on this stand with where my mug's at. And I'm gonna tear into it and see what's going on with it. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye out for a motor, or I will put that V-twin in here that I was going to put in there a long time ago. As much as I like these on here, I don't know if I really like them on here or not. I may put those other tires back on. I checked them out. They might be okay to run tubeless. I just gotta make sure that the bead's still okay. One of these tires, this one, it seats okay. But I never could get this other tire to go tubeless. I did have to put a tube in it because I could not get the bead on either side to set, and the beads on these tires, even though I've only removed them once or twice, they are tore up pretty bad. Somewhere down the line, I'll get new front tires. I think I'm gonna increase the rim to an 8-inch. I don't know yet, we'll see. Unless I can find a taller 6-inch wheel, or not wheel, but tire. But anyway, here's the intro before I start tearing it back down. All right off the bat, had a strong sense of, or a strong smell of gas. So before I took the hood off, I could notice the dribbles here on the intake, and I followed it up to this spot right here. Seems to be leaking out of that, so this carb does have issues. Anyway, probably need to check that for cracks, but I'm taking this engine out. It's not going to be on Bowser anymore. So get rid of all this gas pipe exhaust. Anyway, if you ever curious how I got Briggs & Poe's twin in a little Murray LT, wide body LT, I made a little riser for the hood up here, so the line could clear the air breather, but to raise the front, I got a Murray wide body, a regular one, not an LT, hood hinge, put 2 holes in it, and used the LT's hood hinge and raised it. So it's a good 3.5, 4-inch rise, and that allows the hood to shut with an opposed on an LT. Anyway, I'll continue tear down. I'm fixing to take the hood off, and then I'm gonna drop the belt wires and unbolt the engine and lift it out. All right, quick little update. Got the engine off. Plan on popping the head covers off sometime later and see what I see there, see if I see anything out of the ordinary. I did find a lot of oily residue on the bottom side of the intake, but not too much. Carbs seemed to leak out the back when I was picking it up. Hadn't picked my bolts up yet, but this engine doesn't leak at all. But like I said, I'm gonna pop the head covers off and see what I find out. In the meantime, All right, now I'm draining the gas tank outside. So I'll give that a little while, and then I need this little link down to the shutoff. That segment needs to be lengthened. I've got plenty of fuel line, so I'll use that. But anyway, moving along. Well, the first head I took off greeted me with some oil. So this cylinder is definitely the burner. Let's see what she gives me when I turn her over. There's a little bit of scoring, but there's some pitting right there. Honestly, I don't remember if I've ever taken this engine apart before. Huh. Head looked fine. Spin it back around here. All right. So we got here. Oh, oily. Super oily. The valve seems to be good. I can't. Doesn't move. That one doesn't move. Valves are good. Piston's oily. Well, don't wiggle. Huh. Yeah, that thing's in there tight. Well, that head gasket just disintegrated when I took it off. Anyway, I'll check the other side, see what it says. All right, we're to the other side. It's a little worse. It's completely carbon buildup, and it had a big gusher come out. So let's see what we got going here. Let's rotate this around. Seems okay on this cylinder. There's again lots of oil on the intake side. I'm wondering if that's when the gas got in the engine. I wonder if it came up the pulse and into the engine. But I would have thought I would have seen evidence of that in the carburetor. There was no oil in the carburetor. Alright, let's give this a go here. That was good. Valve's good. Piston, like the other side, has no play. So, not sure what's going on here. I don't feel any catches anywhere. Guess I'll take the inspection plate off and check the inside. All right, I'm gonna correct myself. I have been in this engine at least once when I had to replace the sump because it was busted, had a crack down it. So I wonder if this could be related. Oh, goodness gracious. I'll be back. All right, whoever makes this little pocket or decides to use that little pocket from Briggs, granted, I know these are for the bolts or something, but have something that allows the oil drain back in. Because when you pop this out, you're dumping a good couple ounces of oil everywhere. So, was greeted with this little ring in that little area. I'm not entirely sure where that goes to. I thought maybe originally it was from the governor, but I can't find my flashlight. Oh. I don't see any play in any of that. Nope. Nope. No play in the pistons whatsoever. I am at a loss. Oh, what's... Hold on a second. I see something I don't like. Okay. So this engine has magic tricks. This is the ring for the governor. I'll show you. Or I'll try to. Kind of hard to figure this out. Anyway, here we go. See if I can focus on the governor here. Look at this guy. He's just floating around between the bottom of the shaft and the governor arm. This thing's just floating in there. That gear is supposed to have a snap in there, and there's the snap. The question is, how did it get here and not get damaged? I know I put a new sump on it, which deals with that governor, but I know it was on there when I put the sump in. Now, how does that get out of there, out from under the gear, no less, into here? So that's what we've learned on this engine. It's got a new starter. So I think I'm going to, ooh, we're blurry. I think I'm going to just loosely put everything back together, and this will be my parts engine for the future for pieces. Although I don't know how good the pieces are. Flywheel is okay. It's a brand new starter. Should I bend the valve or something? Valves seemed good. This carburetor is questionable. Looks like it's got the original Briggs coil, so that may or may not be good. I don't know. Some of those last a while, but there you have it. I think that's where I'm going to stop here for the day. I'm going to bring that back in, put that little piece of hose in there, and then I'm going to take a break for a while. Oh, and pick up my bolts. We'll catch you again on the next part of this video. Well, I'm going to end the video, this one, right here, with the engine broke down. That governor flopping around could be a good reason why that surged quite a bit. And then it would work fine for a while, and then start surging again. I guess it all depends on hitting a bump, throwing that gear up high, or what have you, and it just goes cuckoo from there. So we'll end this here, and hopefully next time we'll be doing something new. Maybe we'll get an engine. I think I will go back to those other tires I had. I checked on them and they look to be okay to use tubeless. I thought I had a hole in one, but I guess I do not. So we'll do that and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching.